We'll be rehearsed now.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to Tyler.
With a K.
We
that
did.
was rehearsed.
Yeah, we rehearsed. So this is a video that we're both very excited to film. We are talking about
Percy Jackson, Heroes of Olympus. That's not the title.
Percy Jackson
the Olympians, yeah.
the new Disney Plus TV show that came out a few days ago. Quickly talking about, I guess, our history with the series or the books written by Rick Riordan, which the TV show is based off.
Yeah, I read Lightning Thief through Mark of Athena, started House of Hades, but I didn't finish it. I don't know.
I did the same thing, but I finished House of Hades and I never finished Light of Olympus. I started Magnus Chase, the first one, I think, and I started, is it called The Trials of Apollo? Yeah, that's the first one. That's what it's called, Trials of Apollo, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't read those, but I read the Kane Chronicles. I think I read the first two, maybe. And then I think I started Trials of Apollo, Trials, but I didn't finish it. Mr. Riordan started another series with, he's continuing Percy Jackson. So I haven't read those either.
Those are new though, last year or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, this video has been very hyped up, or not this video, this TV show has been very hyped up. And we watched it on the second day, I think.
Yeah, the day after, I think. Or maybe, yeah, I think the day after. Yeah.
We did not take notes, so this is kind of not good, but it's fine. Well, I guess we'll just go episode by episode. Yeah. It's releasing weekly, but the first week 2 episodes were released.
I guess, well, should we say overall thoughts at the beginning or end, I guess? We can say at the end.
Okay.
But I guess my one thing I want to say is that I hope that it turns into that other series that we're not really mentioning because Miss Author is not the best, but...
Oh.
yeah, that had lots of movies, got pretty famous, has a certain...
Maybe has a certain accent associated with it.
Yeah, certain, not you, not Hermione. Not me. Okay, I guess the quote. Not me, not Hermione, you. Yeah, maybe that's part of it.
Perhaps.
But yeah, I hope that it gets that where
everyone knows about it.
Everyone knows about it. Okay, this is also just to let you know, this is not a book TV show comparison because we're reading it right now, but we're not very I'm not very far. Yeah, so I'm on chapter 3 or 4. I realize there are differences, but we're not talking about that. We're just talking about the show, what we think of the show. So yeah.
We also just generally thought it would be better to finish the TV show and then compare the first book to it.
Yeah, so maybe at the end.
The first episode started with what? Was it just?
Oh, in the rain.
Right, it was in the rain. It was really dramatic, and it was a flash forward, I guess, to later in the episode. But what we noticed quickly was that word by word, it was the same as the book.
Yeah, I like that.
The book starts off with, "Look, I didn't want to be a half-blood," and so the series, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so
they go to they're at the school and.
On the bus.
They're not on the bus. We see them.
They're not.
Yeah, we see. Okay, this is turning into a comparison. We just said that, but.
Not at the school. They were. It started off at the. Yeah, I don't know if it's a metropolitan.
I don't know. Yeah, but I thought it was they're just cute little kids. I don't know, but you see Grover and you see. Anyway.
Percy.
You see Percy. I would think about that. How is he 24?
He says later in the episode,
or
when
maybe
they're in the
episode
car.
2. Maybe that's a spoiler. No, episode 1.
It was 1, yeah.
And he's I'm 24 actually. I'm
it's who's Dan?
On
Pluto?
He doesn't act like he's 24. Yeah. But, they're still all, I feel they're all doing great jobs, so, yeah. But anyway, so then we see, Mrs. Dodds, and that battle was, and Mr. Brunner.
Mr. Bruner. They call him Mr. Bruner. Why?
They do.
There's a Percy Jackson musical. Did you know that?
Yeah.
It's very like low key, underground.
Indie.
Indie. Yeah.
Yeah, so not really, but I mean, people know it, but people don't know it. So in that, they call him Mr. Brunner, right? And like when I'm reading the book, I'm like, okay, Mr. Brunner. And I'm pretty sure in the movie as well,
They say Mr. Brunner.
they say Mr. Brunner.
Oh, it's
R.I.P.
Brunner.
the movies, but yeah, now it's Brunner, so I don't know. I guess that's a thing.
Actually, kind of related to the pronunciation of Mr. Brunner. Mr. Brunner, we were talking about in the first episode how this TV show may be like the first exposure people have to the Percy Jackson universe.
The little kids are like, oh, what's this? Let's watch Percy Jackson. And then they go on. And then this is like their first exposure. Like just like the other show, the other movie series. Like I feel like that was people's exposure to that series as well. Even though there were books and a lot of people had also read the books.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I thought that'll be interesting. So
like even who Percy's dad is, like it's
yeah, like
obvious,
yeah.
Like
In
I
the
guess
first episode.
Percy Jackson was like my first exposure to Greek mythology, but so like I know it relatively well now, but like people that are going in without maybe not even knowing that it's about like gods.
Yeah,
Like,
like
who's his father?
yeah, who's his dad? And then he moves water. I'm like, who's his dad? I have no idea. And we see Miss Mom in the rain. Who's his dad? I don't know.
We made a TikTok about that.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Episode 1 was more establishing, like, oh, he's a kid. He's a kid. And Gabe was not as bad as I thought he was going to be.
Yeah, he
That's
wasn't.
another comparison, but I really thought that he was going to be, like really rude, like, angry, and, like, not a good guy.
His last name is literally Ugliano. But, like, he just seems like...
He just likes playing poker on his iPad.
I didn't feel like
They
strong
didn't
emotions
hate
towards
each
him.
other. I feel like they didn't hate each other. And I feel like in the books, Percy was like, oh, I don't like this guy at all. He's, like, treating my mother horribly. I mean, maybe. But, I mean, they didn't, like, show that in their establishment of the characters that we saw.
As well in the movies, I feel like it was definitely more hate-driven.
Kyler and I conveniently forgot that literally the pen's name, the sword's name, is Riptide.
Although, they may not have said it
They
so
did.
far.
They have. Oh,
Really?
well, spoiler. I don't think they did. They're just like, you're gonna need this pen, and it was an ordinary pen too. I thought it was gonna be like a ballpoint pen or something.
He describes it like very...
like
descriptively.
It felt very distinct, you know. Like I was holding this pen.
It felt
Mr.
cold
Brunner,
in my hand or something.
Yeah, and like Mr. Brunner handed it to him right before. Okay, we're not comparing.
It's okay. I mean, this is going to
It
be
was
kind of a
just
spoiler
different.
video. I also want to mention, like, one thing. Percy has, like, an encounter at the museum with,
Yeah.
like, a creature shows up, and that whole moment was kind of, like, anticlimactic.
It
for
was
me as
very
well.
quick, and I thought it was gonna be more of a moment.
Like, epic or something.
Yeah, maybe because of how it was in the movie, but also because of I feel like how it was described in the book. It's like a distinct moment in like the first chapter, so maybe second chapter, one of those two. But,
I think it was the end of the first chapter, yeah.
okay.
I think the first chapter ends like, we've never had a teacher named Mrs. Dodds. Are you okay, Percy?
Yeah, the gaslighting began.
Gaslighting, gatekeeping, goat boss.
Yeah,
He's a
go boss. Yeah. So yeah. And then I thought that the fight, like later on, like even though we forgot that the pen's name was Riptide, so we understand now why they did laying down, like,
why they used the song in the trailer.
Riptide. Yeah, because originally we were like, why are they including this in the song from the 2010s? Yeah, because I remember that song. That song was a lot of places. But yeah, so I guess now we understand, and I guess it makes sense, unlike certain other songs, but it's okay because
Watch the TikTok.
it's all part of the process. The Minotaur was scary. I thought he was not what I expected when he was like chasing them, and then when Percy had to do his first fight.
How so? What were you expecting, I guess?
I thought that they were skinnier. He seemed very buff. Yeah, but anyway, Percy got it, I guess. So
He handled it.
yeah, he handled it.
The end of the first episode was a little weird. Like it was, I don't know if it was a green screen or something. They were like just shadows of the different people. Like he was on the floor or something. And you saw like black, like silhouettes or something of like all the different.
Arms.
Yeah, and it was just kind of random. And it looked, yeah, okay. Episode 2.
Wow.
He wakes up.
Yeah, and Grover's there.
Yes. Maybe that's how first chapter ends. Annabelle tells him you drool when you sleep. And that happens in the musical, in the book, as well as in the TV show.
Maybe chapter 4, because I didn't hear that line yet.
She said that at the beginning of episode 2.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, in the book.
It's in the book.
Ah, okay.
I don't know where it falls, but I know I haven't read that yet. So.
Okay.
It was nice to see the camp. I thought it looked so cool. Like, I would go to this camp. I mean, I wouldn't because, well, first I'm not a demigod, I don't think, and also,
not 12.
and also I'm not. Well, no, they're different ages.
I
I'd be
guess.
a camp CIT. Yeah, I could be like Annabeth.
Speaking
or
of,
like Luke, but I was just gonna say like I wouldn't stay there just because I don't think they have AC in there. So yeah, but the cabins look nice. They're just like all together. It seemed very much like a camp. Yeah.
It's also cool to see someone like an actor that I recognized. Can't actually recognize him first, but there's a show called The Good Place, and the person that plays Mr. D in this is from The Good Place. He plays someone named Derek. So,
Yeah.
we thought it was also interesting how like Annabeth is younger than Luke, and Luke like describes her as his little sister, but she also seems to be carrying like a lot of responsibility at the camp.
Yeah, she's like the head girl. They said like she's the head of the weapons division. I'm like,
she's very busy.
She's 12, but you know maybe she's got it. She's got it. Like Luke was like she's 6 steps ahead of everybody. Whatever. Like okay, Annabeth.
Clarice was also a character that we met in I was about to say chapter 2 in episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
She was mean. I liked her.
Yeah, I liked her too.
Yeah.
And she was good.
They had the whole capture the flag.
Oh, I was gonna say bathroom scene because I forgot about that.
The battery.
Yeah, but kind of remember. So.
They actually have the episode names as like the different chapters in the book. So the first episode and first chapter is called like XJP.
Yeah. Vaporize my
pre-algebra teacher. The second one is I become Supreme Lord of the Bathroom. So that's like, there's a scene in the bathroom that happens. I feel like they're definitely, the things that are happening in the episode aren't the same things that are happening in like the different chapters.
Yeah.
More, but.
Yeah, they changed stuff around, but I mean, like, it's still clearly Percy Jackson. It's not like a drastic change, so you're not like, wait a minute. And then I guess at the end, like, the big reveal, like, Annabeth pushes him into a lake.
She said, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Didn't seem very sorry.
Yeah, I didn't seem very sorry there. And then Percy is claimed by Poseidon. Wow.
The trident is so big. I thought it would be smaller. I think it was different in the book. I want to say he maybe claims him like when they're eating dinner or something.
Yeah.
And I think in the book, Annabeth was trying to figure out. Was she?
I don't remember
who Percy's father was. But I don't think she pushed him. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, did she know?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Like here, she knew clearly. But yeah, so I'm excited to see where the show goes.
Indeed. Me too.
Yeah, I don't really remember the books that much. The way it's going so far, it's pretty good. And I like some of the shots, like, cinematography wise. I think that it looks fancy. Like, it's interesting because it's a TV show, but it looks almost like a movie, like the way they film it. Except for the cuts in episode 2. Like we said it was like the commercial cuts.
Oh yeah. They're like I think it was both actually. Like they were just black screens for a few seconds.
And then it goes back up.
So I guess it's kind of made like it's a TV show on cable. But
yeah.
I guess I'm used to them now.
I was gonna say the end card thing. I thought it was cool, like the visuals of it. The sound, the end credit song. I don't remember how it sounds, but I was like, okay. And then the visuals were pretty cool. But it was interesting because it's like not entirely like Greek. Like when I think of like Greek architecture and stuff, it's not what I picture. But it still kind of looks like it. Like maybe it's like a modernized version. And like they're also doing their own thing, but it seems kind of like it's definitely stylized, and it does kind of hit at spoilers for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little.
Yeah.
Look closely and you may.
Yeah, you might catch the Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. We will hopefully be making, we'll see how this one performs, I guess, but we may be making a video for like each episode that we watch, so.
Yeah, like 2 at a time or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but thanks for watching.
Okay, and happy holidays if you celebrate.
Yes.
That's why
It
we're
is.
wearing these.
We're filming Christmas Eve here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is how we're spending our Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you know, 'tis the season. Okay, bye.
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 Bye.